All right, welcome to tonight's contest between the Hudson Boys Raider Soccer Squad versus the River Falls Wildcats. I am Brian Mose, tonight joined by no one on the microphone, Adam Tilson running camera. We are off and underway in western Wisconsin in a kind of a river town battle between these two squads, starting it off for the River Falls lineup. We have number 0, Ben Matheson, number 3, Zach Nye, number 4, Dylan Ratch, number 5, Elliot Audrieth, number 6, Logan Cook, number 7, Joan Cottrell, number 8, Zach Martin, number 9, Gage Espinette, number 10, Logan Wade, number 11, Lewis Olson, number 12, Isaac Carnes, number 13, Josh Kleczewski, number 14, Calvin Cox, number 16, Justin Essler, number 17, Luke Stang, number 18, Owen Wise, number 19, Toby Snow, number 20, Josh Linton, number 23, Miles Lugensdorf, and number 24, Quentin Voss. So that rounds out the River Falls lineup. And the Hudson lineup, those who pay attention to the home broadcast are familiar with them, so you will hear their names periodically throughout the game so far. So far haven't had to call too much, as Hudson had an offensive possession, but now River Falls will move right on through. Good defensive stand there from Braden Miller. Hudson wins possession in their own end. Now they're going to move it through the middle of the field. Ross plays that ball in between Grickus and Phillipson, putting that one over to Joe Cottrell as Josh Linton finds a runner. But Colton Prater's able to keep that one away. Wonderful play by the Hudson soccer veteran. Heard his name called plenty of times last year. And he continues to be the lead man for this Hudson squad. So River Falls with it outside the box. Hudson's trying to keep them away from getting a dangerous offensive chance. And that ball goes skyward and hits the upright, collected by Jared Biederman. Or is it Luke? It is Lucas. Okay, so third time's the charm, as Jared Biederman was out on the field and played goalkeeper in the last installment of Hudson Soccer. As River Falls wins possession, that one won by Gage Espinette, and he gave that one up to the other captain, the co-captain, Josh Linton. But his shot was deflected and will roll out of play for a throw-in. So an exciting night last game, Tuesday night, that was senior night, where Hudson won comfortably against Chi-High or Chippewa Falls, as the Cardinals didn't really stand a chance against the Hudson Raiders on their home turf. And if you are keeping track of Hudson's schedule, you will know that on Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, the week before Halloween, there will be a playoff game. There will be for sure one playoff game at home. Chippewa Falls will head westward to Hudson, Wisconsin for another soccer match. So 1 week, 2 games between these two squads, those two squads being Hudson and Chippewa Falls, as they will both square off. Chippewa Falls being a 15 seed, Hudson with the 2 seed. And they're certainly passing like a 2 seed until Sam Ross just kind of left that one up for the goalkeeper. Hudson moving the ball through the playing field, doing a solid job of passing through any level of the pitch.
There's some young fans out there that like
River Falls jumping on a few of these passes, though, that Hudson is serving out to their forwards. Prater within the middle of the field. Prater's going to try and find Phillipson, and it is collected comfortably by Ben Matheson, the goalkeeper. Junior goalkeeper at that, for the River Falls Wildcats, as the Wildcats are wearing their all-darkened kits for tonight's occasion. Hudson wearing the white long-sleeve tops, or no, not the long-sleeve tops, excuse me. Hudson wearing their white short-sleeve tops with the blue shorts as their kits, with a added bonus of white socks. As that ball will be sent on by Owen Wise. That one was in the box, but Hudson able to stay strong and not let River Falls create too much damage. Wise trying to find a teammate once more. That time he played that one to the right flank, looking for a runner on the wing side, but it was all for naught. as we are now in the 5th minute of play. That ball going up to Tygo Kelly. Tyg leaving a beautiful ball for his teammate running along the wing. That'd be Sam Ross. Ross tried to return the favor to Tygo Kelly, but he was surrounded by 2 defensemen. Nava Barber collecting the ball behind the aforementioned O'Kelly and wins a corner kick for the Hudson Raiders. So, corner kick duties will be taken by Sam Ross. Phillipson coming up to being a short option on this corner kick, but it looks like Sam will send it, and he will. Ross trying to find a forward in the box. That one was close to being towards Denning, but a River Falls defenseman was able to head it out and away before Denning could have the ball reach him. Prater collecting the ball in the middle of the field. Prater, 3 defenders shadowing him, and he tries to leave that pass to a teammate playing in the middle of the pitch, that being Connor Seidel, but the pass was a bit too far for him. River Falls patient on offense for a little bit. Now they're going to try and break it up through the left wing. Busecki collecting possession. And he left that one for Cole Ober. And now Hudson will work it around. Miller with it. Braden Miller keeping that pass on the ground level, trying to find Grickus. And Grickus is able to win a tough challenge from a River Falls defenseman. And after some extra events, Hudson will earn a throw-in. Trevor Nava-Barber bouncing it off his chest. He wasn't able to find any of his teammates, though, for a passing opportunity, as River Falls cleared that one back to the middle of the field, bounced off a Hudson player, rolled off the pitch, and now it is a River Falls throw-in. That ball going past the intended target, behind his head, Now Miller with a good defensive play. Sam Ross giving a pass back to Braden Miller. Grickus trying to find a runner. That pass was a bit short, but Nava-Barber able to collect it. Grickus once more, finding Denning. Denning looked like he was going to go to Phillipson, but instead he elects to pass it back to Busecki. Busecki is going to send that one airborne over to Nava-Barber. Barber tried to turn that one with his head on goal, but a comfortable save for the junior goalkeeper, Ben Matheson. So Matheson punts that one about 65 yards down the pitch. It'll be collected by Colton Prater. Prater with 2 defensemen challenging for the ball, but he's able to keep it and pass it up to Sam Ross. Ross trying to find Nava-Barber. Can he get there in time? No. Wonderful sliding tackle by number 5, Elliot Audrieth. Wonderful challenge from the defenseman. And a freshman defenseman on top of that. So some good experience for the young gun on this Wildcat squad. Just for some reference for this River Falls squad, their total record is 9 wins, 8 losses, and 2 draws. One of those draws being in conference, and to tally out the rest of the win-loss total in conference, it will be 6 wins and 5 losses at the point of this game for the River Falls Wildcats, as they've had a solid season, above 500 record. And Hudson, being a highly ranked soccer team in the state, Division I, 2 seed, only one being ahead of them, not only in conference but also in their bracket, being Eau Claire Memorial. So both teams going to be interesting to watch if they meet later on in the WIAA Soccer State Playoffs. But back to this game, Sam Ross is going to send a corner into the box. River Falls able to weather the storm. Colton Prater with a good defensive move, and he left that one to Braden Miller. Miller's going to find Seidel. Seidel loses it, however, and River Falls will try and start some offense. Gage Espinet pushing Lake Busecki, trying to move him off the ball, but Busecki stayed strong, found a teammate, and Busecki will let that ball roll out for a throw-in after some passes and a River Falls deflection. Corey Denning, being apprehended by a defenseman, got that one up to Nava Barber. Barber found Ross, but Ross was challenged. And after the boot of Joe Cottrell sent that one out of bounds, Hudson will attempt to throw in to Nava Barber. Ross loses the possession. Seidel moving it himself, but he gets kind of a screen-like stop there from Elliot Audrieth, who kept him off the ball, and now River Falls and Hudson will look for possession in the midfield. River Falls holding it for right now. Passes a bit far of the intended target, but Denning with some aggressive play, and it's too aggressive, not enough for a card or anything, but River Falls will earn a free kick in Hudson territory. River Falls about 45 yards out from goal. They'll probably just send this one onward towards the box. Owen Wise with his right boot keeping that near ground level. Hudson able to keep it out of the box. And a great defensive play there from Lake Busecki, getting his head on the ball, keeping that one away from a runner behind not only him but one of his teammates on the left side of the box. River Falls is going to move it in. Shot right into the breadbasket of Lucas Biederman. Not too hard to make some pretty solid saves if the shots go right to your chest. Biederman's going to punt that one high and away. Nava Barber tried to control it and slow it down, but it bounced past him. River Falls headed it out of play, and Lake Busecki will leave the throw-in duties for someone else as he will come off the pitch. As the man coming on for Lake Busecki will be Tig O'Kelly, and also subbing in for the Hudson Raiders, Alex Ewig will fill out the backs positions. And after a poor pass from Miller, it's taken by Lewis Olson. Olson holding it, but challenged by Prater. Olson staying strong on the ball, but Alex Ewig making a big play off of the bench, being a substitute. Good defensive stand for Hudson. And after a failed offensive attack, River Falls will work with it. O'Kelly poking that ball away. And now Hudson will move, expand their passes and attack. O'Kelly's going to trying to find a open Sam Ross, but Ross couldn't control it. Both teams really just trading possession back and forth. Prater with it now. Finding Phillipson. Phillipson's going to take a shot, and that one is bobbled by the goaltender, but it is still collected by Ben Matheson. And that one could have been a scare for River Falls, but they'll stay strong. No goal early in this match as we, I believe, are past the 12-minute mark. River Falls running near side, that being Owen Wise. Wise is going to try and beat O'Kelly. He's got another player to beat in Sam Ross. River Falls wins a corner. As that will be taken by Gage Espinette, one of the co-captains. He'll send it down to the box left-footed. Espinette puts that one near the frame of the goal, and after Wise sends another shot higher than the crossbar, Biederman will take a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders in the 15th minute of play. 14 minutes and 19 seconds, have passed. Biederman putting that one towards Denning. Denning is going to move that one forward to Prater. Prater finding Ross. Ross is, or no, that's not Ross, that's Darren Chuckle. And after Grickus had some physical play with Elliot Audrieth near the net. It will be a River Falls goal kick.
Not that difficult. They didn't even know it.
Ben Matheson. Ball a little bit lower of a trajectory than his past kicks from behind or from back in the goal. Still trails all the way out though, 70 yards past Matheson's stand. And Hudson able to control it, but that one could have been dangerous as that ball leaked out past the back line. Tygo Kelly finding Prater. Prater about 40 yards out from goal. He's going to stop and slow it down. Prater beating one man, going up to Grickus. Grickus trying to fit it towards Chuckle, but a River Falls boot got in the way of that. O'Kelly's going to try and find Phillipson running, and he was in position. But a man who was in a better position was Ben Matheson, as an official made a beeline towards the near side of the field. Matheson with a higher kick than last time and a bit farther. Ewig finding Ross. Ross over to O'Kelly. O'Kelly trying to find Phillipson. And River Falls with a good defensive play. And after Hudson wins the ball back, Chuckle sent a pass way too wide of anyone to run after it. And a deep throw-in. I think this is the deepest you can get for a throw-in. And for River Falls, they'll try and work their way out of a pinned corner that they are in. Hudson wins possession. Cole Ober is going to try and send that one on goal. And Phillipson ends up on top of Ben Matheson. Phillipson was going for the ball. You could see Phillipson just going after it, being aggressive, and Matheson got knocked off his rocker. He was squatting down over the ball trying to collect it. And can't really knock being aggressive, but goalie could have got hurt there, but a good sign that Matheson is still up and lively. Matheson able to stay strong, as that one could have been big for Hudson. Ross collecting it after River Falls heading it out. Ross loses possession though, and River Falls will work their offense from the back. Both teams going back and forth. Ball dies near the midfield mark and will be collected by Cole Ober. Ober trying to take a light pass over to O'Kelly. And Wise receives a pass. Wise is going to move it down the left flank by himself, trying to beat O'Kelly, and doesn't as Wise hits the turf. O'Kelly and Wise able to shake hands and make up. As Wise took a bit of a knock, it didn't really look apparent from the start, but once Wise got up, you could see that he was in some discomfort. So Cottrell, Espinette, and Wise near the ball. Cottrell's going to move away, and it'll be Espinette and Wise. Wise is going to take a pump fake kick, and he's going to leave that one up for Gage Espinette, who sent that one in the box, and a little bit of offensive spark for River Falls, but it ends up going behind the nets. And it will be another goal kick for Lucas Biederman. "19 minutes, 23 seconds have passed. Biederman sending that one towards the middle of the field. River Falls collects it. This could be a big chance here. And that one is wide of the far post. Gage Espinette had a wonderful look on goal, and he could not fit that one in. Man, that one was real close. Biederman has to be counting his lucky stars right now, as Hudson could have gone down 1-0 early as we just now enter the 21st minute of play. So Corey Denning with it. Denning trying to find O'Kelly. He can't, and that one will go out of play for a throw-in. Throw-in for Hudson. Prater with it. Prater over to O'Kelly. And Phillipson. River Falls, though, able to stay strong. Wise with it in the middle of the field. Collected by Hudson. Prater with it now. Prater making a quick move. Prater through the middle of the field. This is what he's been doing all season long. Prater's going to try and take a shot. That one hitting the crossbar and went over the crossbar of the football upright, and that was close to being a 1-0 lead for the Raiders. So a goal kick from Matheson. Going to go out to the middle of the field. O'Kelly. O'Kelly over to Chuckle. Chuckle towards the middle of the field. And a stoppage in play is going to lead to a Hudson free kick. So Prater and Phillipson will be on the ball for the free kick. We'll see who takes it. Looks like it'll be Prater. Phillipson runs over. It will be Prater. Prater's going to pooch that one. Some bouncing going on in the box, but it's collected by Matheson. And a punt high up in the sky. That one's going to roll past a Hudson midfielder, or a player in the midfield, excuse me. Wise with it now. Wise getting his ball poked away by Denning, but he's able to stay with possession, and another stoppage, as that will be a Hudson foul. River Falls will be given the advantage. And a free kick for the Wildcats. That will be taken by Elliot Andrieth, as a bunch of solid color and white colored jerseys congregate in the box. Biederman with it making a play on the ball, and Ross able to control it and clear that one away. Wonderful, wonderful offensive play there. Wonderful bit of skill by Colton Prater. Prater's going to try and move it all by himself, but about 40 yards away from net, he got the ball taken away. River Falls working with it on the far side. Right flank offense for the Wildcats. Pass towards the middle of the field goes a bit too far the intended target, but River Falls still holding on to it. They're in a dangerous part of the field now. Can they keep possession? They cannot. That's Sam Ross making the aggressive play in the middle of the pitch. Wonderful, wonderful play from Ross. Gets a pass up to Phillipson. Phillipson over to Prater. Prater with it. Prater with some quick moves, getting his defender off the ball. O'Kelly with it. Tyge O'Kelly's going to send that one towards the box. Headed away by Adriath. And a stoppage in play. River Falls free kick in their own territory. River Falls with a free kick, ends up giving that one right back to Darren Chuckle and the Hudson Raiders. Chuckle with it, 35 yards away from net, and he tried to find any sort of offensive reinforcement on the front line, but no one came calling. It will be a River Falls goal kick after that ball trailed away and behind the pitch. Low trajectory goal kick.
Number 13, Josh Davis. Number 15, Trevor.
And a Hudson throw-in. It'll be taken by Joshua Davis. Or no, excuse me, Joshua Davis leaves that one for Lake Busecki. Busecki. High arcing throw-in headed on by Josh Davis trying to find O'Kelly, and a River Falls clearance ends up with another Hudson throw-in after that bounced off the back of Joe Cottrell, I believe. Throw-in intended for O'Kelly. Davis picking up the slack. Davis is going to try and send that one towards the box. He was manned off of possession, and Cottrell doing some shoulder rubbing with the lucky 13. Wonderful pass over the head of a Hudson defenseman there. That one was made by River Falls. Both teams will trade possession once more. River Falls getting the long end of the stick. Hudson earning it now. Prater going to pass it over to Denning. That pass a bit too far behind him. Ross will collect it. Ross finding someone on the left wing, that being Nava Barber. Barber trying to find someone cross pitch. And it will revert to another Hudson offensive setup. Good defensive play, though, from Cottrell. And now River Falls will work with it. Good play there from Cole Ober, staying strong on the back end. Davis collecting it. Near side, Davis up to O'Kelly. O'Kelly can't control it. Bit too heavy of a touch there, but he was toting real close to the sideline. Not much room for error. And after a Hudson foul, it will be another River Falls free kick, as Prater will be the culprit of that possession giveaway after he was a bit too aggressive with a Wildcat on the left flank for River Falls, right flank for Hudson. Busecki staying strong on defense. And a ball being sent over. Nava Barber's going to try his best to catch it. Or not catch it, but catch up to it, excuse me. And the man who actually caught it would be Ben Matheson, as he is the only one who is in the bounds of the rules to catch it. River Falls with possession now in the middle of the field after that punt. River Falls working with it, although there is plenty of Hudson resistance to it. River Falls, though, still holding strong with possession. Not in the game, but at least for this drive down the field. Hudson able to clear that one up and away. Cottrell is going to head that one, kind of spiking it into the ground. O'Kelly collects it, trying to find Davis. Davis getting some more shoulder rubbing done against him, but River Falls has been aggressive to all Hudson players. Prater over to O'Kelly. O'Kelly having 3 defenders near him, still with possession. O'Kelly going to find Davis on the near side of the pitch. Good defensive play there from Isaac Carnes. Ball stays in play, and Corey Denning was the man intended for that pass. It leaks all the way out to Nava Barber, and Barber was a bit too aggressive on the front line, and it will be a free kick deep in River Falls territory for the Wildcats. So a free kick taken by the goalkeeper ends up with Hudson winning possession in the middle of the field. Ball ricocheted by a referee. Now he gets out of the way after the ball got closer to him. Not much he could do there, kind of a sitting duck when it came to that really fast pass by Sam Ross, at least the attempt of it. Davis finds himself with it on the near side of the pitch. Good defensive play there from Cottrell, but it will end up being a corner kick, although no lack of effort from number 7, as Joe Cottrell was trying his best to keep that one in play. Hudson, though, earns a corner kick on the right side of the pitch. Ross and Prater will take the corner as Prater will take it, gives that one up to Ross. Prater finds himself with it once more. Good defensive play there from Elliot Audrieth. And this freshman defenseman has been really impressive for River Falls, not backing down to really any Hudson attack on the offensive side of the ball. And River Falls staying strong, keeping up with Hudson. These teams in different divisions when it comes to soccer. River Falls being Division 2, Hudson being Division 1. Shot taken by O'Kelly is going to be deflected, and it'll trail all the way out towards the right corner. And a smart play there from Josh Davis, the junior substitute for the Hudson Raiders. Been a very good forward for Hudson. Expect to see more action from him next year as a senior. Sam Ross in the corner. Ross taking the corner kick, going to the far post, and that ball goes at the top of the net, as that was close to being not an early goal at this point, but a first half goal for Hudson. Both of these teams striving for that first goal, trying to draw first blood in this game. But all of the efforts from both sides of these squads have been fruitless, as it is still knotted up at 0 apiece. Goal kick for River Falls. Hudson collecting it. That's Busecki on the ball, giving that one out to Prater. O'Kelly trying to return the favor to Prater after Prater found him. Good defensive play, though, from River Falls, at least keeping it out of Prater's possession, his realm of influence. Phillipson tried to turn that one onto the box. And another good defensive stand from River Falls. They now have some offensive light, and it looks like it's just a flash in the pan as Ober is going to run after it. Ober finding Ewig. Ewig over to Ross. River Falls working with it on offense. Not too many members, though, of the Wildcats offensive cavalry near the ball, and that will end up being a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Phillipson trying to collect the ball after being passed to by Busecki, and after a quick River Falls possession, it will be taken by Prater after receiving a pass from the back line. Tygo Kelly with a chance at a shot, and that one is too far of the far post. O'Kelly looking very similar to Espinet's attempt at a goal earlier on in this match, and both squads with a pretty solid look at the goal, and ended with the same result, being too far, or being too wide of the far post, excuse me.
That's because it's normal for us. Thank you, I appreciate it. Like 5 yards out.
So after a goal kick for River Falls ends up with both teams trading possession in River Falls' end, it will result in a River Falls throw-in in their own territory. River Falls throw in. Hudson plays that one out of the pitch, and another throw-in ends up with the ball going out of play once more. Throw-in, a very far throw-in for Hudson. That one was taken by Braden Miller. Prater coming up with possession after River Falls took it away from Hudson. Prater out to Busecki. Busecki sending that one towards the box. Intended for O'Kelly, a bit too far of him though. And Elliot Audrith, who's had his name called a lot during tonight's broadcast, continues to be a very, very impactful force on that back line for the River Falls Wildcats, along with Joe Cottrell. Prater passing that one up to Ross. Ross is going to use some hesitation moves to his advantage. Still holding on to it. Going to find a mate behind him. Denning over to Busecki. Busecki trying to find O'Kelly once more. Another good look at it, and Ross cannot bury it as that ball was in a really awkward position for the midfielder, as that one could have been a goal in the first half, and both teams' quests for that first goal will continue to be empty.
Did you read the boys' game the other night?
No, I was at the.
So Lewis Olson was able to retrieve the free kick, and after a bad pass from Hudson, Owen Wise ends up with possession. Wise trying to find Espinant, one of the co-captains who has been a force on the offensive end for River Falls. We'll give that one right back to Lucas Biederman, and in the 38th minute of play, both teams still sparring with each other, and no goal has come out of it yet. River Falls working with it now, trying their best to get past Hudson's back line, but Hudson able to keep that one away from harm's way. And Nava Barber trying to add a bit of skill and find a runner on the pass or get it to himself. But it didn't work out, at least in the short term, because now Hudson has earned a throw-in. Will be taken by O'Kelly. O'Kelly with a running start over to Denning. Denning is going to try and turn that one on with the side of his foot. And no, that wasn't him. That was deflected out of play by a River Falls defenseman. I was going to say that would be a weird angle to take for Corey Denning to try and flick it onward with the outside of his boot. But River Falls able to keep that one out of harm's way, and the ball will be planted in the corner for a corner kick. Prater will take it. Sam Ross was a short option, but Prater elected to send that one towards the box. River Falls able to keep it out. Shot taken by Denning. It's deflected off the back of a River Falls Wildcat. Phillipson with it. Phillipson kicking that one straight on, and it is headed away by a Wildcat near the box. Ross over to Miller. Miller finding Phillipson. Phillipson taking a really heavy touch there with his left boot, trying to separate himself from one of the defensemen, and it ends up not going well for him.
Yeah, Morgan might think it's more. He's looking a little wide.
Corey Denning fighting with looks like Lucas Stang. Or no, that was Lewis Olson. And after a pass from Tygo Kelly, Phillipson's going to try and turn that one towards the middle of the pitch. Nava Barber's going to fight for it, trying to find Prater. Prater winning possession of the ball near the box. Passes over to Ross. Ross takes it, but a heavy touch ends up being his downfall as Wise collects that one outside the box. River Falls will start their offense. Middle of the field now. Wise is going to receive a pass. That pass was a bit too far away from him, and he turns that ball onward with a wonderful challenge, using a slide tackle to his advantage. And River Falls, after that effort, will give it right back up to Hudson. Prater was the man intended for that pass. Good challenge, though, from the blue and gold. River Falls trying to turn that one into the box. 40 minutes and 55 seconds have passed in this match. River Falls with a throw-in in Hudson territory.
Sub again for the Raiders, number 8, Joey Rodriguez. Stepping off, number 19.
Colton Prater going to fight for possession, but River Falls still keeping with it. And a stoppage in play. Prater kind of chest bumping a River Falls Wildcat on the far side. Not able to avoid a foul. So a free kick will be taken by River Falls, headed away by Hudson. Tygo Kelly is going to fight for possession and wins it. O'Kelly's going to keep that one near ground level, and a really fast-moving pass there with some extra heat behind it is collected by River Falls. Wise with it now. Wise being chased by Grickus, but he's able to get it away and out to Espinette. Nothing doing, though, for River Falls as they give possession back to Hudson. O'Kelly's going to take the throw-in, finding Prater. Prater's going to stop. Prater still with it. Prater trying to find Grickus, but River Falls doing a good job on pass coverage so far tonight. As Alex Ewig hits the deck. Ober will take the free kick after Ewig won that foul for Hudson. Getting close to the first half break between these two squads. And a high-flying ball going all the way into the waiting paws of Ben Matheson. And after Ober is able to shield Espinette off the ball, Lucas Biederman will roll it out to Tygo Kelly. O'Kelly getting his pass deflected by Lewis Olson, a midfielder for River Falls. And that deflection will end up with the ball going out of bounds. Another Hudson throw-in. O'Kelly over to Ober. Ober, Ewig. Denning receives a pass from Ewig and sends that one back to O'Kelly. O'Kelly trying to find Grickus. Grickus finds Denning. Nava Barber ends up hitting the turf. I couldn't tell exactly what the cause of it was, but River Falls earns a throw-in after Nava Barber poked that one out with a toe. And a wonderful ball there up to Espinette. And River Falls with about 40 seconds left to go in this half of play. They are going to work with a corner kick. 44 minutes and 30 seconds have passed. And a corner kick going inside the box. It's high up in the air. Can Hudson win it and get it out of play? They can, but River Falls still, or not out of play, excuse me, out of the box. And River Falls, even though collecting it, will deflect that one out of play. Prater with a quick move, and he is going to send that one all the way down to Matheson. And that will be the end of the first half. So, start of the second half between these two teams. River Falls being aggressive early, and a quick shot after the first, or after the long pass from the defensive end, or not from the defensive end, the center. The shot ends up going too far wide. River Falls working with it now on the near side. Hudson, though, able to stay strong and get possession away. Nava Barber with it. Barber trying to get past the defenseman as a nice slide tackle there from Mile Longsdorf, who is actually a midfielder, excuse me. Miller finding Ross. And Ross cannot hold on to possession. So Wise will have it in the middle of the pitch. Wise holding on to it, and now he's going to send that one out to Josh Linton. Linton sending that one into the box, and a wonderful save there from Biederman, or not a save, but a good collection of the ball off of the corner kick from Biederman. And Hudson will move that one through the middle of the field. Nava Barber with it on the near side. Ball will roll out of play and bounce on the track. Ober finding Denning. Denning up to Phillipson. Phillipson getting his pass intercepted by Wise. Wise with Phillipson trailing him. Phillipson's going to continue to be aggressive, exerting a lot of energy trying to win it back or at least slow down River Falls, and he got the latter of those goals completed. River Falls with it. Slowing it down, playing it a bit more conservative. River Falls here with a good chance. Right flank, Miller's going to challenge. And a good play here from the senior defenseman. And it results in Hudson able to keep it out of the box. So River Falls wins possession, Sam Ross being the targeted man in the middle of the field. Ross wins it back, though, for his team. Ross had 4 members of offense on his side there. And even though it was sloppy, Hudson... they do not win a throw-in. They do win one right there, though. Throw-in into Grickus. Miller trying to find Denning. And River Falls aggressive on the defensive end, paired with a pretty non-accurate pass. Ends up with River Falls gaining possession, but they'll give it right back to the Hudson Raiders. Connor Seidel with it. Seidel over to Ross. Ross finding Phillipson. Phillipson taking a cut inward. He's going to find Nava Barber. And Nava Barber could not complete the job in the box. He had a good look at it. Barber being stopped by a defenseman for River Falls. No foul there. Nava Barber is going to kick that one straight on. And even though that shot had some curvature, it did not fool Ben Matheson, who stayed strong at his post and has been solid as River Falls' last line of defense so far in tonight's contest.
Good job, Corey.
So after Hudson adds some offensive pressure in the middle of the pitch, they're moving it up. And a throw-in will be what the doctor orders. And after Denning just kind of made a pass in between two teammates, it will be taken away by River Falls. As Prater has a jersey change now. He was 21 in the first half. He has changed to number 16, which is normally worn by Noah Beckemeyer. And that clearly isn't Noah. That's definitely Colton Prater. So Prater will send that one towards Nava Barber. Ross with it now. Ross working from the middle of the pitch over to the left side, and Ross had his hand held like he was frolicking through a garden, garden full of daisies. But this is no garden. It is a soccer match, and no foul was called. So Hudson will still work with it, and as Prater just goes airborne after that challenge from the Wildcats. Some more offensive action will result in a Hudson foul, and River Falls will win the free kick. Wonderful header there, and a couple of them for River Falls, but it ends up in possession of Lucas Biederman after receiving the pass from Prater. Miller turning that one onward, not touching the ball, but he left that one up for a offensive Wildcat to collect. Wise takes another really strong shot, but it's blocked this time. Wise holding on to it. Wise makes a pass that is a bit too far of the runner that wasn't intended. Busecki with it. Busecki trying to find Phillipson. Good defensive play, though, from Cottrell, marking him off of the ball. And once more, River Falls will be able to stave off a Hudson attack. So throwing for Hudson after River Falls has that ball roll off the pitch. Hudson gave that one back to River Falls. Prater, though, collecting it near the middle of the field. The midfielder, now defenseman, doing a good job staying with his strengths as a pass goes to Ross. Ross is going to take quite a shot there. That was far out from the box. But it was off the mark because of a deflection, and River Falls will have to back themselves up near their goal, and Hudson will have a good offensive opportunity. Ross is going to send that one towards the box, headed on, and Nava Barber collects it. Nava Barber finishing off a offensive attack for the Hudson Raiders. Hudson goes up 1-0 in the second half of play. Nava Barber with a big-time goal there for the Hudson Raiders. Wonderful offensive play there from Nava Barber. Sam Ross getting that one in, headed onward by a Hudson forward. And Barber was in the right place at the right time as we now have a 1-0 score and the 55th minute of play. So we have no scoreboard tonight. So thank you, Adam, for showing us that board. So in the 56th minute of play, Nava Barber finishes off a goal for the Hudson Raiders. Raiders up 1-0 in this match right now, and a second half first goal between both of these teams. As the Wildcats and the Raiders have been close, but they haven't been able to finish off the job quite yet until not too long ago. As we are now at 56 minutes past. And that one could have been another goal, but an offside will be flagged. So River Falls with a goal kick that gets sent far into the midfield. Prater's going to shield his man off of it, and it will be collected comfortably by Lucas Biederman. Prater, after receiving a pass from Miller, has possession taken away from him. Hudson, though, able to keep that one out of a dangerous position. Hudson wins yes. Sorry, got a bit too hesitant on that call. Side judge motion for a Hudson throw-in, and Hudson will get that throw-in.
Subbing in for the Raiders, number 9, Ty O'Kelly. Stepping off, number 19, Blake Bezicki.
So Grickus with the ball. He has possession in a danger zone. He's going to take a shot from far out, and he could have held onto it for a little bit longer, but some defensemen probably would have closed in on him. So he took a shot, took a risk, took a stab at it, and it ends up not working out for Hudson, but good aggressive play there from the junior forward. So Phillipson with it after both teams trade possession for a little bit. And Grickus ends up hitting the turf. He was looking for a foul call, but Hudson still rewarded with a corner kick. Corner kick sent onward into the box, past Grickus' head. Prater's going to take a heck of a shot at it. And Prater really sent that one with lots of extra steam behind it. So after Matheson sends that ball towards the middle of the field, Hudson and River Falls will trade possession back and forth like a game of pinball. Phillipson being aggressive, though. He's on the ball right now, staying on the ball on the far side. Phillipson challenged by Cottrell, and Cottrell wins that individual battle between the two. As Cottrell, along with Audreyth between these Hudson forwards, has been an interesting matchup all night long, as those two have been at the forefront, the most aggressive, or at least the ones with their names called the most, when it comes to these two teams sparring in River Falls' territory. Nava Barber with it. Barber's going to send that one towards the box. Not too many people near there. And Grickus, after receiving a touch pass from Ross, cannot send that one, or cannot turn that one on goal. Phillipson with it. Finding Grickus. Back out to Phillipson. Phillipson's going to take a shot, or excuse me, he's going to cross it into Nava Barber. But it is collected by Matheson. Going off of his feet for that one. And Wise taking it himself, being the aggressor. So Biederman's going to take the goal kick.
Gustav Varnsberg. Also number 13,
Denning
Davis. Stepping off the pitch, number 2, Paul Phillipson. And number 15, Trevor Nava-Barber.
after a possession change possession changes between both of these teams. Hudson will try and work on offense. Davis trying to center it and control it. And he's able to bait the defender Calvin Cox from just sending that ball out of play. So O'Kelly receives the pass from Cole Ober. Up to Grickus it goes. And a high arcing cross that goes behind the goal. As Davis was a runner on the far post. But it was not close to being a viable opportunity for Hudson. So goal kick with a low trajectory ends up in Hudson's possession, that being Sam Ross with it, up to Grickus. Grickus is going to take a low shot. And Matheson will hold on to that one easily. So Miller trying to throw it in to Josh Davis. And he wasn't able to get it to him, but after Longsdorff had his pass deflected off Davis, Hudson will have possession in the middle of the field. Tygo O'Kelly with it stumbles on the ball. O'Kelly trying to find Denning, pass a bit behind him, but Denning able to stay on the balls of his feet. And Hudson will still hold on to it. Chuckle taking another stab at a cross after his last one was way too high. Grickus trying to center that ball after there was no goalkeeper in sight. Matheson being aggressive. And Davis also being aggressive as there is a River Falls player down, that being Calvin Cox. He looks to be all right, though. Hopefully he'll be able to shake it off. Not fun to see any player hurt or injured in a high school soccer match. So a cross from the corner will be headed and kind of booted away from River Falls. Wildcats trying to set up some offense on the backside of their territory. And after Colton tried to make a smart play and leave it for himself, he's going to end up causing a foul after he went a bit too far with some of the contact that he put on a Wildcat midfielder. So River Falls with it in a pretty favorable position for them. And a shot is going to deflect high and wide. And a good defensive play there for Hudson, but it ends up being a corner kick for River Falls. So Hudson is going to have to fend off another Wildcat attack. So corner for River Falls. It will be taken by Gage Espinette. Using his left boot is Espinette. And some action in front of the net as Elliot Audrieth grabbed onto Lucas Biederman, keeping him away from collecting the ball.
Number 23, stepping off. Number 16, Noah Beckemeyer.
So after some prolonging of a free kick, Biederman is going to send that ball towards the middle of the field. It'll be collected by Darren Chuckle.
Number 5, Elliot Audrey.
Chuckle's going to just kind of lazily pass that one over, or lazily isn't the right word, but just kind of a pass just to pass it. Wasn't too many other options for Chuckle, and he elected to have River Falls just take a throw-in instead. So a River Falls player on the ground as play will stop with a throw-in. Koch will sent that one out of play. River Falls will have to substitute in quickly for a fallen teammate. As you sure hope he's okay. It's never fun to watch a high school player get hurt on the pitch. So Hudson gave it back to, River Falls had possession there for a sec, but Hudson will take it back once more. Chuckle with it. Chuckle with a quick move, but a touch was a bit too far away from himself. Cottrell with a good defensive play. Ross over to Seidel. Seidel finding Davis. Can Davis center it, though? And he ends up falling on the turf. Good challenge there from the Wildcats. Trying to keep this one a one-goal deficit for now. Denning sent that one on goal. But good goalkeeping from Ben Matheson. River Falls with possession in the middle of the field. River Falls will give possession back once more to Hudson, as this has become a recurring theme for the Wildcats tonight.
Some of them for the Raiders, number 2, Kyle Phillipson, and number 15, Trevor Nava.
So if you are interested in other Hudson sports playing on River Channel, you'll get to listen in on Ken Cohen's broadcast of Hudson Raider football. It is the last regular season of the game. It will be at home in Hudson at Raider Field. The Hudson Raiders will take on Chippewa Falls, as it'll be the Raiders versus the Cardinals. Chi High looking to play spoilers in tonight's last home game for the Hudson Raiders, at least in the regular season. They most likely won't have a home playoff game, as they are at 4 conference wins right now, looking to earn their 5th next night, so you'll be able to hear that live broadcast. Should be a fun one, as it's always good to watch some high school football, as Hudson will be prepping for a playoff game next week. And then this upcoming Monday, there is a band event that will also be filmed by the River Channel. It should be a fun one, as there are plenty of events, or excuse me, not plenty, but lots of different things coming up for the arts and sports of Hudson. And if you want to support it, Community Access Channel, River Channel, is one of the best ways to do that, as a shot near the goal is a bit too high, and River Falls is able to hold on to a 1-goal deficit as of right now, trying to set themselves up to tie this one up, as they are above a .500 win percentage, not only in conference but overall. They want to keep it that way. O'Kelly heading that one onward. Phillipson was near Cottrell, as Cottrell whiffed on a clearance attempt. Phillipson gets tripped up after a solid challenge, but a bit too much from Cottrell. A long volley rolls all the way out. River Falls with possession. Pass attempted to go into the box. Good defensive play there from Ober. Ewig trying to be aggressive on the back end, but a bit too much there for the side judge's liking. River Falls with a free kick. Hudson putting up a 3-man wall. Espinet's going to send that one into the box, headed away by Grickus. Dang's going to turn that one onward towards himself, but it's collected by River Falls. Phillipson gets in the way of a River Falls pass, intercepts a pass for a Hudson offensive opportunity. Phillipson trying to be aggressive there on that run. And a shot that ends up being bobbled by the goalkeeper, that being Ben Matheson, will not be any trouble for River Falls. As we are in the 77th minute of play in this match. Pass up to Sam Ross is completed. Sam Ross getting his possession taken away from him by Joe Cottrell. So Hudson wins a throw-in. It will be collected by Ben Matheson after it rolled out of play, and it'll be a goal kick. So after both teams trade possession and Hudson tried to add an extra goal on the board, it will end up with Hudson trying once more. River Falls not being able to keep possession for long periods of time. They've definitely been able to for a few parts of the game, but just a lot of offensive struggles for this Wildcat squad. Tygo Kelly with it now in the middle of the pitch. Wise is going to try and poke possession, that was Grickus with possession. My apologies on that. And Phillipson tried to send that one into the box. Espinet trying to track the ball down, not able to. Throwing for Hudson in their own territory. Miller taking too heavy of a touch there. Looking pretty frustrated. Throwing for Falls will end up with Hudson winning possession once more. Three headers going back and forth between these two teams. River Falls holding on to it for now, but they give it right back to Braden Miller and company for the Raiders. Nava Barber finding a teammate up, and after returning the favor fails, River Falls will get a throw-in. Paul Phillipson moving that one, or moving the ball after taking a cut to the inside.
30 inches.
You want to put it on the bottom of
That's what I mean.
Sub again for the Raiders. Number 7, Connor Seidel. Stepping off number 22, Gustav Landsberg.
Thrown for Hudson. Grickus is going to receive a pass. Too heavy of a touch, though, on that one.
So they're going to come challenge, and all of a sudden you're up here, and they end up getting right underneath you.
So River Falls with possession for a little bit, but Hudson wins it back. Ross receiving a pass from Miller. Miller trying to turn that one on to Grickus. And River Falls will clear it out of play.
10 minutes later, 7-mile mark.
So Hudson working with the ball through some quick passing in the middle of the pitch. Grickus centering it and getting that one up to Phillipson. Phillipson, low trajectory pass past a whole lot of players. Navabarber tried to control it, but Hudson still with possession. Seidel is going to turn that ball forward, and that one was real high, but it wasn't anywhere near the goal. So in the 79th minute of play, Sam Ross receives a pass from the middle of the field. Ross is going to take a shot, and that one was too wide of the far post, as Navabarber was close to it, but he couldn't get a foot on it. So Hudson wins a throw-in. Ewig's going to send that ball back towards Lucas Biederman. Biederman finding a teammate, and Hudson leaking the ball out towards the offensive end of play. Darren Chuckle with it, taking a hard cut inside, trying to find a teammate in the box, but it's deflected by a River Falls defenseman. So a corner kick for Hudson ends up with River Falls keeping it out of harm's way. Both teams trading possessions, but once again, like most of the possession battles between these two squads, Hudson will control it. Nava Barber moving it to the offensive end. And a stoppage in play will result in a free kick from Hudson about 30 yards away from goal. Ross sending that one into the box, punched out of play, or not out of play, out of the box by the goalkeeper. Seidel's going to turn that ball onward towards goal, deflected, and Matheson will just clear that one away, and it will elect for a throw-in for the, or no, not a throw-in, excuse me, my eyes deceived me. That will be a corner kick for the Raiders. Corner kick deep into River Falls' box. Hudson not able to kind of put this game away with just over 5 minutes left to go in the match. Hudson with another shot on goal, but it's collected easily by Matheson. In the, the 85th minute of play, or the 86th minute of play now. Ross working with it. Ross is going to touch that one up to Phillipson, and Phillipson whiffs on the goal attempt. Got at least a little piece of it, but mostly a mispositioned kick there from number 2. So Cole Olber with it. Ober out to Busecki. Busecki trying to find Phillipson. Goes too far from him. Phillipson, though, fighting for possession. Got a touch on it, but River Falls able to keep Hudson from getting a good position in front or near the goal. Sam Ross with it. Ross is going to take a shot, and that is too wide of the near post. So as this game comes to a close, there is still plenty of time for either of these teams to score, but as it stands right now, Hudson looks like they'll end it 1-0. Looking for me to eat my words as Nava Barber had a really good look on goal, but Matheson able to keep that one out of the back of the net with his paws. Deflected that one upwards for a safer catch. Good play from River Falls, and some more life is breathed into him for this match. Hudson in the 87th minute of play trying to hold on to this 1-0 victory or add on another goal before final time commences. As it looks like River Falls will end up going down to a 500 win-loss record, both in conference and in overall play. Hudson continuing the winning streak. They have already been solidified at second place in the conference, and this is just helpful for them before their game against Chippewa Falls, playoff game in the state tournament. So nearing the end of this match, Hudson looking to add an extra goal, but Matheson able to keep that from happening. As we are in the 89th minute of play, or at least getting close to it. Brady Miller taking the throw-in out to Barber. Good play there from Ross, heading that one back to Miller. River Falls with not that much time left to hold on to the ball, but they are going to be a bit patient here with just about a minute left to go in this match.
1 minute remaining in the second.
Throw in for Hudson near the end of this game. As it looks like Hudson will wrap this one up with another conference victory to add to the good old total. Both teams trading possession as they will send volley to volley. Nava Barber getting a break on the ball, but with about 10 seconds left, it looks like this one will end with these two squads ending up in different directions when it comes to total wins and losses and in conference wins. As that is the end of this one. Hudson 1, River Falls 0. As that was a good game. Thank you for stopping by and watching Big Rivers Conference Soccer. Hope you all have a good night and enjoy the game tomorrow between the Chippewa Falls Cardinals and the Hudson Raiders. Also on Tuesday for soccer, but for football, Friday night, senior night between those two squads. This is Brian Mose for Chuck Bublitz and Adam Tilson. We hope you enjoyed. See you back for the next soccer game.
On the weather, so be sure to watch the activity.